The following Basic Techniques article is brought to you by Scrapbooking.com magazine from the July 2013 issue. Square One, Bookmarks, Part 1, by author and artist Judy Kaufman. I love making bookmarks. Like artist trading cards, they require little in the way of time or materials, and yet they offer an excellent excuse to experiment with a variety of techniques and materials. Unlike ATCs, there are no rules about size or shape, although most of the time they're long, narrow rectangles. We'll explore more complicated bookmarks in the future, but for now, let's stick to paper and other basic supplies. I laminate most of the bookmarks I make so that they're durable and can stand up to hard use, but some are relatively fragile, decorated with tassels or other dimensional embellishments at one end. Bookmarks can be made one at a time or in batches. I frequently stamp an 8.5 by 11 inch sheet of cardstock, laminate it, and cut it into 6 strips with patterns appearing at random. Sometimes I cut strips first, treating each one as a separate composition. I laminate these after they're completed, and it does take a bit more time to do the final cutting with a craft knife and a straight edge, but the results are worth it. And then there's fussy cutting. I'm always on the hunt for sections of scrapbook paper that can stand alone when sliced away from the square. You'll find many vertical designs at the sides of 12 by 12 and other size sheets. If I can use scraps from other projects, it's always a treat. The leftovers from a sheet of Glitter Dots peel-offs will yield from 3 to 6 sparkly bookmarks. I like to inlay dots from other sheets to create patterns within the circular openings. Feel like doing a bit of coloring and doodling? We'll start with an outline peel-off on cardstock or watercolor paper. Use markers or pens to fill the spaces with solid colors or lots of pattern. Bookmarks make great gifts. Tie a stack with a bow and you are good to go. Bookmarks can also generate money. With a local bookstore's permission, I've set up a table in front of the store and given away hundreds to those who donated to a particular cause I supported. We netted over $600 in one afternoon. I had donated my labor. Supplies cost less than $30. On occasion, I've sold bookmarks through the store too. I charge $1 wholesale, and they have no trouble pricing them at $2. So that I don't end up with more bookmarks than I can justify, I donate them to libraries and schools, give them to friends, and I leave them in the waiting room at doctors' offices. Now it's your turn. This is the season when people head for the beach or sit under a tree with a good book, and it won't be long before it's time for the school year to start. If you have a charity event or school fundraiser coming up, volunteer to make bookmarks and watch the cash register go ka-ching. Or just make one really nice bookmark to call your own. A printable project card with instructions and a list of supplies can be found by clicking on the step-by-step instructions link within the online version of this article. To find the products featured in this article and shown in these layouts, check with your local scrapbook or craft retailer. Browse our Prima retail stores for coupons to a store near you. We hope you enjoyed this article from Scrapbooking.com magazine. Please check out all of the great articles and projects in this month's issue.